bowl, a molly and a bowly, because you're a rock and roly moly. Or we're doing a roly poly. Sausage roly, poly bowly, in a holy moly.
We've got a full boat this morning.
In a molehill, but that doesn't rhyme.
Leaving the boat nice and early this morning, although not as early as I should have done. I'm running a little bit late. I don't quite know how that's happened. I haven't even had breakfast this morning yet, or a coffee. Will I die? Oh, thanks very much. Cheers, thank you. Hallelujah. Thank goodness for train station coffee. It's there when you need it the most. But hopefully it's not the only coffee that I'm going to drink today. I'm on my way to a cafe and a coffee roasters. It's like a couple of hours away by train. And hopefully I'm going to buy a roaster today, which is going to change things at the cafe big time. My goodness, where am I going to go? It's the big city, Manchester, baby. But I'm not stopping here. I've got to get another train to Huddersfield. I was going to sit there, decided against it. That's the toilet. Huddersfield train station. Never made it as far as Huddersfield, tried to get here by boat, but the Huddersfield narrow canal defeated me, so it's nice to finally make it here, albeit by train, much easier. No offence to the canals, but can kind of see why they got replaced by the train lines. Man, this canal is hard work. So my next mode of transport now is a bus. I think about an hour-long bus ride. I've got about an hour on this bus, so might as well make myself comfy. I'm going to a town nearby Huddersfield called Holmfirth. I think they film Last of the Summer Wine here. Well, Holmfirth, a pretty lovely looking village. Now just got to find the cafe. Okay. How's it going? You alright?
Channels like hell. Came up.
I'd say that's competition ready.
You two guys.
So that's the beast.
Yeah, this is it. I'll get it out for you so you can have
Oh mate, I love it. This is what I'm picking up. A coffee roaster. This is going to change things. Cheers man, that's exciting.
It's great. Yeah, no worries. I mean, it's not.
Not so much. Now comes the bit of getting it home. It's not too heavy. It's 21 kilograms apparently on paper. Feels a little bit heavier than that, but still not too bad. Okay, let's go. the hardest. That's the hardest, the longest walk I've got to do with that. I think that's that. Whew. Just waiting for a bus to the train station now. Right, do you mind if I pop this down and come back?
Nobody. Nobody.
This hasn't been so bad, and once I get it to the train station now, the only sort of real carrying I'll have to do is you know, in the station. It'll be fine. Slight problem to sort out on the other end, but I'll think about that later. Sorry for the wonky camera angle. Not many vloggers or video makers in these parts. This camera is getting a lot of attention. More than the fact that I'm wandering around with a massive heavy box. People want to know what I'm doing with the camera. Oh yeah, go on then man, what have you got to say to the people?
Well, I'd like to thank all the fans for the contribution this season. It's been a tough season. Obviously we lost the title to BLC. We were devastated, to be honest, but we'll regroup. We qualified for the Champions League, and but listen, we're going to give it a really good crack next year. And yeah, you know, we've got the players, we've got that quality. We've just got that quality. You know, that's all you need. And you know, I believe in these lads, and we're going to go for it next season. So
I love that.
Sheepridge United TV, love you, brother.
Love the positivity, man.
Yeah,
Thanks.
Man.
Cheers.
Is that alright for you, mate? Yeah?
Yeah, thank you, man.
Alright, people, come to Huddersfield, it's the best station ever. Hey!
This might be where I sort out my breakfast. A little bit more like lunch now, but. How you doing? Thank you so much. Okay, full disclosure. I was actually gifted this coffee by Lally in that shop because, well, he said that I was going to make him famous. So I promised nothing on that front, but anyway, it's still going to be an impartial review. It's lovely. Lally, if I can roast coffee as good as this, I'll be in business. This has all been pretty good. This has all worked out brilliantly. The only sort of slight problem that I might have now is getting it from Macclesfield train station, where I'm going to the cafe boat's like 3 miles away. I rode my bike there this morning, obviously. Hopefully I can get it by bike to the cafe boat this afternoon. We'll see. Yay! When you got something to move and you're around the Macclesfield, Manchester area, who are you going to call? It's Russ from E-Love. Hey! Still there. Thanks man, have a good one. Confession time! Okay, confession time. I got overwhelmed with the roaster. I didn't realise how much sort of went into that, or how much goes into it before you can actually start roasting. I thought, well, I hadn't really planned much ahead. I just thought the important thing was to get the roaster here. Now it's here, but it's the next day. It hasn't moved. Probably not going to do any actual roasting today, which I probably should have just anticipated, but you know, in the excitement I didn't. Anyway, I'm just going to tidy up the boat. This boat's kind of like a boat of two halves. You got beautiful spreads of stainless steel, all nice and clean in some parts of it, and then in other parts it's just kind of gubbins. Just gubbins here, literary gubbins, a couple of bits of old style gubbins, narrowboat themed gubbins. I know that that's not gubbins, somebody spent a long time making that, but some stuff is things that we've kind of got to keep in here, like these boards. I don't know, we kind of keep them in here to sort of protect them from the weather. And you know, cafe equipment gubbins. Thing is as well with all this gubbins, it's not actually all that much. It's just that a narrowboat is such a small space. Hey, where's it going to go? So that's the conundrum that I'm going to give myself today. Maybe I'm procrastinating a little bit on getting this roaster set up, which is turned out to be a little bit more of a job than I thought it was going to be, only because I didn't think about it at all. But sometimes, I don't know, if procrastination is what's required to make me get on top of this, then maybe it's a good thing. I mean, look at all this stuff. This is all just stuff like lids, cup lids. We over-ordered massively on lids like years ago, and we've still got tons of them. Empty cardboard boxes, stuff like that. This is classic gubbins. Pile of gubbins. Probably not going to do too many more of these kind of click transitions, because you know, they do take a while to do. Little cheese toasty for lunch. The secret ingredient is kimchi. A little bit of kimchi. Not everybody's thing, but I think it just you know, cuts through the cheesiness. Yeah. Yeah. Joe and William are away for a couple of days at the grandparents' house, and so I am going to try and fill this time with jobs that are much harder to do with William around. Sorry, Bill. We love you, but there are some things that are easier to do without a toddler about. I'm going to eat this delicious toasty, and then I'm going to finish what I started. Time to finish what I started. Loads of this stuff is just empty cardboard boxes, so they'll go straight in the recycling. Camp stove's on again. To be honest, it's a little bit annoying not having the kind of big oven up and running sometimes, but I'm still enjoying the novelty of cooking on gas. So, swings and roundabouts. I'm having a little early dinner time. I'm going to try and squeeze a run in this evening. I'm going to try and go for a little jog. So I'm having dinner now. It's noodles, if you want to know. What else, really? It's going to be one of the kind of repertoire of, you know, what a man cooks when he's just cooking for himself, isn't it? So, baked beans on toast could have been, but it's noodles. I'm listening to a podcast.
Okay,
You're Dead
well,
to Me
that's been a fascinating
with Greg
chat.
Jenner.
It's time now for the nuance window. This is the part of the show
It's
where
good.
I hear And remember, if you've enjoyed the podcast, please leave a review, share the show with friends.
There you go. I've shared it with you. Oh yeah. Part of my tidying up on Holly has left me with a box load of stuff to stash somewhere. I'm going to put it in my office. That's also where my PE kit is, so I'll go there, stash my gubbins and get ready for my little scamper. Of course, there is now the question of when I'm going to tidy up this office, but that's a tidy up job for another day. Here's my PE shorts. Let's go. Just a little side note, these shoes, supposed to be, can you see that? They're supposed to be really lightweight or something. I guess they are pretty, but they collect stones. Like, look at this. Now I know how like little sheep or goats must feel with their little cloven hoofs. Grumble, grumble, mustn't grumble. Never really get tired of coming up here. Over this side, that's into the peaks, so if you went through the peaks that way you'd get to Sheffield. Over there's Manchester. These bits, that's the Cheshire Plains. A lot flatter that way than it is that way. Do you want to say goodnight to the people?
Oh yeah. Good night, people.
That's brilliantly done, well done.
Night, night. Okay, we'll see you soon.
Well, I think maybe it's time for me to say goodnight as well. But thanks for watching this one, and big thanks to the Petron crew. See you all next week. Good night. We're friends now, me and that cat. This is our hangout spot. I hang out in the alley. A couple of alley cats just hanging out. There's my ending. Good night.